Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth episode. I know, somehow made it to 4 episodes of Up the Gut. Can you believe it? I can't. I almost forgot that we were doing this tonight, which is crazy. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. Thank you to everyone who's been commenting. I hate everyone who isn't listening. I hate everyone who isn't commenting.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can go fuck yourself. Excuse me. You guys can
Go
go
stub your toe.
F yourself. Anyways,
Hmm.
we're going to start out this episode with a little yell at Mel, but it's not specifically at Mel. It's not specifically at a single person. I just hate Mel so much that I want to yell at him even if it isn't his fault. So that's why it's called Yell at
Amen.
Mel.
Amen.
It's about NFL and the goddamn ties. Why are there ties? Why are we doing
Makes no
ties
sense.
in professional sports? No other sport has ties. Baseball will run 40 innings as long as there isn't a tie. Hockey will go into a shootout.
Mhm.
Soccer goes into a shootout. Basketball just keeps playing. They'll go into 40 overtimes as well until there is
Right.
not a tie. But the NFL is like, everyone loves a tie. You just spent 3 hours, 4 hours watching this game. We know you want a tie. Why?
Mm.
Why?
College football doesn't even have ties. Canadian football league, I don't even think has ties. What's the issue here, NFL? Like you and I talked about this at length, and I'm on the same board with you. This is long overdue of being fixed. Just it doesn't make sense. And every time they try to justify it, it makes it weirder, to be honest.
I don't think there's a justification to it, like player safety, this and that. These guys were just playing for 3 hours. I don't think they want to end it in a tie either. They were
Right.
nobody wants it to end in a tie. Like, if you're worried about player safety, you're like, oh, they've been playing for this long. Take over college football where they just do it from the
Mhm.
25-yard in, and
Right.
last person just not to tie the score, going back and forth. That guy's the winner. They don't have as many yards to go. They're not running as many plays. I'd take that. Fantasy owners would
Yeah.
definitely take that. I would
Mhm.
love that. More points, easy points, more yards, touchdowns. But ending in tie, it needs to end. That's the thing that needs to end. The ties need to stop. It's worthless. It sucks for the viewer. It sucks for the football team. Then you're at the end of the year. You're
Mhm.
like, oh, this team is they have 8 losses. This one has 7, but they have a tie, so they jump them. I,
Right. They didn't win or lose. Why did they get the benefit of
it doesn't make any sense. Like, watching that Cowboys game, being a Cowboys fan, I always said they're gonna have to score 40 points to win. Well, they scored 40 points and they tied. Okay, absolutely fucking ridiculous. It shouldn't be a tie. There should be no ties. I'd rather them lose than me just
it? Right.
waste that 4 hours of my time watching a game to find out what happens. It's like you're watching your favorite show and you're on the last episode and they leave you with 40 cliffhangers. And you're like, well, now I have to wait till next week or next season in 2 years until they finally decide to figure out what's going on here. The ties got to stop. They changed the kickoff rule because it sucked, which was great. I like
Yeah.
the new kickoffs. They're doing good. They're actually returning more. Some bigger returns, some bonehead moves. It's good. The ties. They gotta stop. They gotta change it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
You know what I call it? I call it the Sopranos ending. No one's happy with the Sopranos ending. That no one's happy with that. You and I now have a tie because of that bullshit. And everybody that says, "Oh, well, if they just took care of business within regulation or overtime," okay, how much time is wasted when they're getting to play in, they're doing their checks, they're doing their motions. When you're missing like a full minute in two plays. It's only a 10-minute quarter. And if you play not to lose, all of a sudden you're punting and playing in prevent defense. What the hell are you supposed to do? If they want to make it just a little bit different than the college game, have one offense and one defense on one end, have the other offense and defense on the other end, and have dual plays.
Dual plays.
Like, okay, this end didn't score. This end, your chance. Or do like we were talking like a dueling kickoff. Get the kickers out there. Start from 60 and then just keep moving it back five.
Yep.
I mean, this isn't hard. But anyway,
Yeah. It's
yell at
ridiculous.
Mel.
It needs to stop. Goodell, you are the yell at Mel. You have the power.
Mhm.
Change the freaking rule. And I know the players would be on board because they don't want to end in a tie either. George Pickens didn't even know that NFL games ended in ties until here. And he was
Yeah.
like, I had no idea. Even some
Well,
of the players
Diamond
don't even know it ends in
McNabb,
ties,
yeah.
which is on them. That's a little dumb. You've been in the league for like 3-4 years. You know it ends in tie, but it shouldn't end in a tie. No other sport ends in a tie. Not even college. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. All right. So with that cap of Yell at Mel, we're gonna get into the games and stuff here. First game we have here was the. Actually, you know what? Let's get the blowouts out of the way. Screw the blowouts. I don't want to deal with them later on. First one is the Browns at the Lions, 34-10 Lions. Browns suck. Lions don't. That's all I got. I don't know.
The Lions, I kind of felt like half the game they played down, but then they realized that they're going against the Browns and took care of business. The one thing I will say about this game is this might have been the end of Joe Flacco's career. This game, they just benched him. Gabriel's getting the start, and yet Shador Sanders is still number 3 on their depth chart.
Yeah, so it's not the end of Flacco's career. It's still the end of Sanders, though, who could be starting for the Ravens because Lamar's out, but he don't want to get drafted by them.
Imagine that.
Crazy thought. Next blowout, Titans at Texans, 26-0. Titans suck. Texans, they're okay. They're okay. They finally won a game. They're okay. I mean, they're not good, but they're better than... Actually, D'Amico Ryans is not calling the defense anymore. The defensive coordinator is actually calling them, which might be why the defense didn't suck this time, because D'Amico Ryans is able to do other things. But Titans suck. I saw a comparison to Will Levis and Cam Ward, and Will Levis was actually doing better at this point last year than Cam Ward was, and they have about the same talent around them. He's not doing anything better than Will Levis would be doing right now. That's a shitty pick on the Titans idea.
The only takeaways I have from this game is for the Texans, even against one of the shittiest teams in the league. I still think the Dolphins are up there, at least top 3. The Jets are definitely vying for that top spot, but the Titans are still a garbage team. And yet, did you see how quickly Stroud got fucking hit on that one play? You had 3 or 4 linemen go to one defensive player, and the other dude's like, I'm going to swim, and oh, shit, there's Stroud. And then give him a nice big old hug. This win should not count for the Texans.
Yeah, he didn't even have to swim on that.
He just went through the muscle memory. That's
well,
all
what was funny about that is, so the whole left side of the line went to go block one guy, and then the right guard and right tackle ended up blocking each other. And then after they realized that they were done blocking each other, they went and blocked the same guy the other 3-4 guys were blocking. So I don't know what happened on that one.
This win should not count for the Texans because, it's the Titans. And the only thing that I took away from the Titans is they only completed 10 passes, and they had a league low. I'm pretty sure it's a season low through 4 weeks. They only had the ball for 21 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not even a quarter and a half.
I don't think they ran the ball much, so they were trying to pass it the whole time probably because they were down by so much the whole time. I don't know how much they ran it and passed it. I just knew that they sucked because they suck. I knew they were going to suck. I knew Cam Ward wasn't going to be great. I know it's his first year and everything. He's not great. It's not going well.
At least he's honest. He said their ass.
He said their ass. He did. I mean, it's truthful. They are ass. Speaking of ass, our next blowout, Panthers at Patriots, 42-13. Panthers suck. So the Falcons, in turn, suck because they lost 30-0 to them. And the Patriots have it all going for them right now. They're good. They're behind Drake May. Defense and offense is flowing. Henderson finally got the goddamn ball. Got a touchdown. It's about time. And he's sharing the carry still with Fumble Ruski and Antonio Gibson. But Patriots are still good. They're doing their thing.
Yeah.
The Panthers are not.
The Panthers had, they had the worst defense last year. It's not that bad this year, but it's still pretty freaking bad. But the hidden part of this is the Patriots had 104 rushing yards and 166 yards on punt returns alone.
Mm-hmm.
So
they got everything rolling man.
When they had 5, hang on, let me see. I wrote this down. The Patriots had 5 offensive touchdowns, and only one of them was longer than 5 yards. Your defense is you're never gonna win if you defense in a situation like that. So until that gets fixed, I'm not picking the Panthers again.
Yeah. Move your mic a little closer to you, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there you go. Yeah, stick it in there. There you go. Cool. All right. That's our blowouts. A lot of blow. I mean, you consider this one kind of a blowout. You know, the Saints at the Bills. It was 31-19, but the final score doesn't depict how close the game truly was. You know, score wise, you look at it, you're like, oh, that's not that close. Well, it was actually pretty close. It was close basically the entire time. The Saints tried to run a trick play. You know, the Philly special. Olave to Rattler. It got picked off by Cole Bishop. Kind of ended that. They ended up going down and score again. You know, whatever. The only real takeaway is, you know, the Bills, with all that talent, the games are still close. They're finding ways to win. They're running the ball a lot more than, not a lot more, but they're running it a lot more than, I don't keep saying a lot. They're running it more than they're passing. They're not relying on Allen as much. The thing with the Saints is their running back situation may be changing with Miller rather than Kamara. I don't know if they're trying to go a little more youthful now, try to get those other guys, because he actually was only like 3 carries or something behind Kamara or touches wise. He had a pretty good game, but I mean,
it was almost 50-50. Yeah, and I understand the Bills were down 2 starters, but these 2 starters, it's not like, you know, Lawrence Taylor and Micah Parsons is out. You know, Darrell Revis isn't out. You know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't superstars that are out. They're good players for them, but they're not game breakers. And their defense is still bad.
Yeah.
You know, if you're down those 2 dudes, they're going to come in. You're going to be better, yes, but you're not going to be a top 5 defense in the league. So I worry when it comes crunch time. I don't know about the Bills. I really, really don't.
I like the Bills, but they still need what they needed last year, and that's a true number 1 wide receiver. Didn't get one. They think it's Keenan Coleman. I don't think it'd ever be Keenan Coleman. You thought Keenan Coleman would be great. I did not. I got one on you, bud. I got one on you. He's big. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Other game. Seahawks at Cardinals. 23 Seahawks, 20 Cardinals. Seahawks get the win. That was our Thursday night game. Ended up being a lot closer than you thought it was going to. You actually turned it off and went to go play Warzone because you're like, oh, if it gets better, I'll turn it on. Which at that point, like 2 minutes later, I was like, oh, it's a touchdown. Marvin Harrison finally caught one, which is impeccable. It's amazing. He finally catches one. Yeah. Praise to Jesus that he finally caught one because it was about time. But I mean, the Cardinals are still held back by Murray's height. The last play of that game was they just sent an all-out blitz. Murray ran for his life because he couldn't see anything, tries to roll out, and then he just heaves it like an idiot. But the Seahawks look good. Donald looks good, looks comfortable. And then the Seahawks backfield is truly a split backfield at this point between Walker and Charbonnet, which, you know, there was talks about maybe they move Walker and just go with Charbonnet, but they're just doing the split. So I guess it doesn't happen like last year where Walker get banged up, Charbonnet would play. Walker get banged up, Charbonnet would play. Now they're just kind of splitting it where like they're almost just equal touches, and you don't know who's going to get a touchdown or who's going to get the yards at this point. It's working for him. Don't see a problem there. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Seattle had 155 yards on the ground. I still think they have a top 5 defense in the league. It's going to carry them. As long as Darnold doesn't turn the ball over, I think they're going to be fine. They're definitely going to be favored in the West. And then, like you said, Arizona, they're forever going to be held back as long as they have that 3'8" quarterback in the backfield.
No matter how good his arm is and everything like that, that's great. But he can't see. Right. If he can't see, he can't use his arm. Yeah, he makes these splash plays with his legs, but you're going to be held back a lot. And now they're down their top 2 running backs because Benson's on IR too all of a sudden, so he's out for 4 weeks. And now they have a trifecta of guys in the backfield. So it's going to be on Murray and the wide receivers and McBride and Harrison to really pick it up for them to actually compete.
And I had to look this up because when I was looking at like the stats and some of the nuances of the game, I had to look this up. You know, Kyler Murray had the 4th or 5th worst QBR this week. His QBR was 28.
I'm not surprised.
28. And, you know, just for comparison, Sam Darnold's was 75.3. So, and for those who don't know what QBR is just like the overall grade for a quarterback. It's a scale of 1 to 100, and if you're at 50, that's like an average starting quarterback. So if an average starting quarterback is 50 and the QBR is 28, can you really defend, the play? I understand drop passes and things like that, but you don't get that low from just a couple drop passes. Come on now. And
The
like you said,
QBR is wait, that's the quarterback rating. That goes to 158.3.
yeah,
That doesn't go to 100.
as far as I saw, it went up to 100.
Unless they change it, because I know a perfect, whatever reason that they chose it would be a perfect rating, is 158.3. Not sure why that's a perfect rating for a quarterback rating, but that was the quarterback rating is 158.3. Odd number to
Yeah, so
choose, but
it says here the scale ranges from 0 to 100, with 50 being average.
no, that might be what was that, PFF?
Yeah,
No, they have their own. They have
and
their
it,
own thing. I
and it
hate
says
PFF, but
it says total quarterback rating QBR and ESPN stat.
oh, okay, it's
So
it's something they created just to combine
yeah,
them because the 158.3 is like weird. So I guess if you just do it that way, you just gotta combine it. But I mean
hmm
that makes sense to me. So, next one we have is our Double H Showdown. That was a great accent,
I
right? It
hated
was
this.
beautiful. It was so good. It's so good. There's a leprechaun knocking on my door to give me a pot of gold because it was so freaking good.
That's just Ashley.
No. That'd be great. She has a pot of gold. She can stay. She's allowed to stay there.
She
That's a good
stays
place for the
now.
mic.
He doesn't know
Leave the
pot of
mic
gold.
right there. Leave the mic right there. It's
Leave the
perfect.
mic right there. Gotcha.
Yeah, it gets perfect sound.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah. So I don't know how to do an Irish accent. Can you do an Irish accent?
I can do an Irish accent, just not
Do it.
for the world to hear. Uh, no, because now I forget how to do it. It's going to come out just like, I should have a spinny hat or something.
Oh, you got my pot of gold. That was a lot better.
Oh, me lucky charms.
Oh, me lucky charms. Oh, the Double Showdown. They got to do a little high pitch. They don't have their
Put
notes
all
up
Mickey
there.
Mouse on us.
No.
I didn't know
Oh,
Mickey
Mickey
was Irish.
Mouse. No, that's Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Oh, you got my pot of gold. It kind of does Mickey Mouse. I do Mickey Mouse with an
it
Irish
does.
accent. Anyways, that's our
Well,
Double
you're a dad,
Showdown.
so
The
yeah.
Vikings technically at the Steelers. Whatever. 24 Steelers. Vikings 21.
Mm-hmm.
Closer than it was looking. Steelers got the job done. The Vikings got the Wentz of old. Didn't look great. Could have been the jet lag. All that stuff. Steelers D finally comes to life. The most exciting thing that truly happened was the Steelers quarterback Skylar Thompson getting jumped on Friday night and robbed in Dublin because they said he's a huge vagina and they wanted his money. So
Supposedly.
I thought the Steelers were gonna win. I thought that, and I was right. So
Yeah, well, you also picked the Titans over the Texans, so.
I didn't expect them to get fucking shut out.
So it's funny that you bring up Skylar Thompson. So apparently this happened, right? But he didn't file police report. The Steelers didn't file a police report. Neither did the NFL.
Well, when it's a leprechaun, you can't really tell them apart.
Mm-hmm. So what is the biggest thing that's been happening in the NFL with these massage parlors and everything like that? I wonder if he got robbed at a place that he wasn't supposed to be at, that wasn't exactly doing things that are kosher. And
Maybe.
yeah.
Well, it's a different country. It doesn't count. It is a different country.
Jesus
it doesn't count.
Christ.
This is how
You
it
hear
works.
that, Watson? Mr. Kraft, just go to a different country. Do an
Go to a different
one.
country. It doesn't count. I'm pretty sure
so-
Germany and all them. I'm pretty sure all that stuff's
Yeah.
legal. So.
So speaking of legal, the Steelers outrushed the Vikings 131-70, and I don't know where the hell DK Metcalf came from. Maybe he's better overseas. Who knows? But as soon as I saw that happen and realized that I was going against him in fantasy, I just turned it off.
Yeah.
I couldn't stomach watching it.
Well, it was funny.
so
It was funny
stupid.
because I was texting you the same time you were texting me, and I was like, how did I know I was going against DK Metcalf in fantasy after I saw him go for that long touchdown? We texted like the same thing. The other guy I don't know where the hell he came from was Kenneth Gainwell. He's going to go back on the shelf when Warren comes back, but he had 99 yards rushing that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a committee.
He's making Johnson irrelevant in his rookie year.
Well, Caleb Johnson is doing stupid crap that gets himself off the field. And apparently he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So that's why he's not out there. Because he was supposed to be, that guy. And he's making
He was
sure
the one
that
that
he
did
isn't that guy.
he was the guy that did that stupid shit on the kick return, right? Let the ball hit him
Yeah,
and
where the kickoff where it hit
over
him
his
in the
shoulder.
hands, he was like, "Oh, there it goes," and then it was a touchdown
Yeah,
because he went full retard. And you never go full
yeah,
retard. That's what
never.
happened. Next one we have the Commanders at the Falcons. Falcons 34, Commanders 27. Commanders did not have. I'm pretty sure I picked the Commanders, but I didn't know they were going to be without Daniels or McLaurin.
Hmm.
At that point, I would have went Falcons on that. So if I knew that much, all right, because I don't believe. Obviously, what's going on with the Commanders. Without Daniels and McLaurin, the offense is going to take it back. Mariota is no
Right.
slouch as a backup, but I don't know what's going on with Daniel's knee. I don't know, like you mentioned, if they're being precautious because of what happened to RG3 or what's happening with him. I think he was practicing this week or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
But he might be held out again because I'm pretty sure he was questionable last week. And then all of a sudden, like right before kickoff, they were like, oh, yep, he's not playing. Or the day before, it's like, yeah, he's not playing.
Hmm.
And the Falcons actually had a passing game this time. Michael Penix realized you can throw the ball forward. Two
Yeah,
other guys like Drake London and Kyle Pitts had a touchdown,
he did.
which
Yeah,
was very
313 yards
surprising.
through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What have I been saying week in and week out about the Falcons? That you can't rely on just, uh, their running back,
Well, the running
whose
back
name is
also
escaping
catches the
me.
ball a lot too. I think he has more receiving yards and rushing yards than a number of
Right,
players too.
right, right. And they're even giving Tyler Algier some carries, and really lighting up Bijan Robinson. Thank you for the people in the
Well,
chat.
they need to so
Um,
Robinson doesn't die.
yeah. Speaking of Robinson, did you see uh, who would the leading rusher for Washington was?
Was it
It
Mariota?
won. It was one Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's because Bill was banged up during the week.
Mm.
I think that's a common
Imagine
thing
that.
going on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a common
Rodriguez.
thing.
This is his
Just,
ascension.
just, just give it time. Bill's gonna take it.
Brady. Brady only started because Bledsoe got hurt.
Just give it time, baby. It's Bill's
Mm.
time to shine. All right. What can Bill do for you? Bill, Bill,
He can
Bill,
keep his ass on the
Bill.
bench so that Rodriguez can get carries.
I just need Bill to do good in like 2 weeks when I have somebody on a bye.
Mm.
We have our what the fuck happened game of the Chargers at the Giants. 21
Uh,
Giants, Chargers 18. I don't know what happened in there. The Dart effect made people want to play, or did the NFL script it that Dart got his first win because they want the ketamine backfield to the ketamine bros, the bash bros of Scattaboo and Dart to be just killing it at this point. I mean, pretty sure Dart's first touchdown was Scattaboo lead blocking into the end zone on a friggin' quarterback run. Justin Herbert looked horrible. That offense looked horrible. I don't know what happened there. He went from MVP candidate to being like, are you guys functioning? Well, what's happening here?
Mm-hmm.
And then Neighbors died. Neighbors' knee
Yeah.
died. It went pew. There's a
R.I.P.
couple people that died this week. Neighbors is done.
Some are sadder than others.
Yeah, some are sadder than others. Some are grosser than others.
Mm-hmm.
But Neighbors died. Luckily it happened early in the season, so he'll be back next year, earlier than you normally would. But guys say when it's your ACL, it takes you about 2 years until like you're fully feel healthy and to do everything you want to do. So yeah, he'll be back.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about full effect, what he's doing, what he was doing, and be able to do it next year. But the following year, definitely for sure. But this is my what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm pretty sure we both
said
picked the
it last
Chargers.
week.
I didn't see this happening
You
at
did.
all.
Yeah, we both took the Chargers, but I remember saying that if the Giants were to win, it wouldn't shock me. Because I told you, if Dart's in there and they get better secondary play, they're a playoff team. Dart went in there and had all this energy. He used his legs instead of sliding. He just decided he was going to run people over. That team had energy. They came out different. They have confidence with him in there.
Well,
And when you
Dart's
play
banged up
confident,
now
you
because
just
of it.
that's what he's going to have to learn. You're going to have to slide. You
Yeah.
got to pick and choose when you're going to be doing that
You're
crap.
not
But
Scattaboo. Please slide.
Yeah, no. But this didn't shock me that they won because of the Dart effect. He just has to be smarter with his body. He can't be Cam Newton.
Yeah, it's
what I
not
mean?
college. These guys are going to hit a lot harder than
No.
the college guys. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that Dart effect. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I'd see it. I mean, they kept him in the game the whole time. Giants look good. Herbert still doesn't know McConkey plays for him. Has no idea who he is. He's still questioning.
Right.
Those Madison beers must have been stale for Herbert the night before because
Mm-hmm.
they weren't doing it. Fun fact about Scatterboo. So people wonder if he already has CTE or like some type of like twitch or something because he shakes his head. Fun fact, that started early on when he was playing because his helmet would stick to his head before he grew out his hair and stuff, and he hated the way it felt. So he would shake it to get the helmet off. Rather than use your hands or whatever, he would shake his head to like put it back to where he wanted, and it kind of just turned into a thing. So it's more like a habit or like tick now, rather than anything else. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just he's an odd dude.
It's on the same level with the Anthony Davis uniform. It's taken a life of its own, and
I
it
love
means
the
almost
man.
nothing.
I love the man.
So,
Scattaboo. I hate that he's a giant, but I love him. Next one
mm,
we have is the luckiest team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles, at the Buccaneers. 31 Eagles, Bucks 25. Again, special teams and defense wins it for the Eagles because it sure as hell wasn't Jalen Hurts throwing for how many yards? Zero? It was 0 yards. 0 for 8 in the
you
second
and
half.
you and I had as many passing yards in the second half. See,
What the hell? I can do that. He threw for
yeah,
130 in the first, nothing in the second half. It was a blocked punt they got a touchdown on, and then it was a tip pass on Mayfield making a play. But I think it was Blankenship. Blankenship just so happened to get like 2 fingers on it because if that ball was straight like he wanted, Godwin was in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown, and that wouldn't have been a pick.
Mhm.
So defensive special teams wins it again for the Eagles because it sure as hell isn't Jalen Hurts. After I give him his roses, he decides he doesn't want them, and is like, I'm not actually a quarterback. What are you guys talking about? But one thing about this is we may have a surprising MVP this year, especially with Lamar out and Josh Allen just kind of like, he's there, but like the Saints thing, whatever. Baker MVP Mayfield. That was his first pick of the year. That was his first pick. And all these comebacks that he's been having, he almost had one again. The Mayfield Magic. If he keeps it up, I think he's actually in contention for
hang on.
MVP. He looks
Let me
good.
get you a Let me get you a towel. Hang on.
He
I have to
looks
have one around here
good.
somewhere.
He looks so good. This is the best football I've ever seen him play. He's looking so good. Only
Listen,
if the Browns had a quarterback like this, they wouldn't have to play Flacco.
yeah, right. Like if they ever get a chance to get a quarterback like yeah. So again, the champs do their thing. They keep winning. Fine, you keep winning. Um, but you can't. To me, you just can't rely on this the whole time. Um, they had third quarter woes. Hurts still sucks, as we said. Um, yeah, there's nothing else you can really say about the Eagles. Said just like beating a dead horse. Uh, Tampa Bay, Bucky Irving was their leading rusher, leading receiver.
I think he's
That's got
out
to
this
change. I
week too.
understand he is, and that stuff's got to change. I understand that Mike Evans is hurt and stuff like that, but to be able to beat a team like the Eagles and contend for championships, you need to be able to spread the ball around. And if it's not Mike Evans and they were trying to feed to Ibuka as much as they could, and as talented as Ibuka is, he's not going to be able to just be a team beater. But after seeing the Eagles play both the Rams and the Bucks, I'm still 100% convinced that both of those teams can dethrone the Eagles. They just have to have a better closing
Well,
mentality.
I mean, the Rams should have, and they've screwed that up. That's
Right.
still annoying. They should have, and they beat themselves. They shouldn't have gave up the
Mm-hmm.
26-7 lead. It's gonna come. Honestly, those might be the top 3 teams going into the playoffs. Is the Eagles on the NFC side? The Eagles, Bucks, and Rams, and it might just be come down who makes like that one more play, or like stop somebody from making a special teams play. Like I don't know, block the guys trying to block the kick. Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't know.
But the Rams, I don't know. I think the Rams, even though I said they can beat the Eagles, to me, I think the Seahawks could beat the Eagles with the way that defense is playing. As long as Sam Darnold doesn't turn the ball over, they could beat the Eagles. But can you think about how crazy that would be if the 5th seed was the Rams? Like
Yeah.
that's strong. Um, But yeah, I mean, the Eagles, they're gonna have another somewhat test, I guess. They host Denver and Bo Nix. So
We'll see.
can they cover Sutton? Can they tackle Harvey and Dobbins? And that defense is playing all right, but it's all about the mistakes.
We'll see. We'll check it out. Next one we have is the Colts at the Rams. Rams 27, Colts 20. It's about time. Indiana Jones looked more like Danny Dimes. Coming back down to earth. Nakua is a goddamn animal. He
MVP.
is on pace to break the record for most receiving yards, most receptions, and possibly touchdowns as a wide receiver this year.
Crown.
He's on pace for 79 catches. That's like 30 more than the record. And he's on pace for like almost 2,200 yards, which is, 300 yards more than Calvin Johnson. The other receiver that I'd like to talk about that absolutely sucks is Donnie Mitchell, who doesn't know to keep the ball in your hands until you cross the goal line. Even if you're trying to reach it to get in, the only two guys that were chasing you just tackled one another. So there's nobody coming after you now. There's no reason
I thought we were.
no reason.
And we agreed to skip this game.
And then, not only does he fuck that up, he also gets a holding call on a 50-yard touchdown run by JT, so the Colts can take the lead at that point in time. Because he doesn't know how to block either. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's Quinn Johnson. What is going on? I got nubs.
And he's got increased playing time because of the Alec Pierce injury.
Who might be back this week? He's practicing today.
God, please. If you can hear me, you didn't make me taller. I'm still fat. So can you please at least do this for me?
He didn't make you tall.
Oh my God.
And he didn't make you skinny because he gave you all sexy. So, like, you want it all? You want to be sexy, tall, and thin? Come on. You got so much sexy. There's no way.
So the Rams tore up the secondary, and most of it was Puka, who, again, he's my MVP. But the Colts are who I've been saying they are the whole time. They were the fakest 3-0 team. This is the first team that they played that had a winning record. And maybe a play here and there they could have won, but you don't have to make those plays when you're playing the Dolphins.
I mean, it was only a 7-point game though. I mean, they did play it close, and literally, if those two plays went the way that they should have, and Mitchell realized to hold the ball the whole time and don't hold on to players instead of the ball, they would have won.
And of course, the one of the weakest points of the Colts team just made a huge life decision. Imagine you get beat so bad by one person, that you retire. Xavier Howard told the Colts today that he's going to retire. He's done. He's not playing anymore.
Pull Avonte Davis, but it wasn't halftime.
It wasn't halftime. No. He got beat up and down like the redheaded stepchild when it was on Drunken Thirsty Thursday. Up and down the field by Puka Nakua. He's like, you know what? Maybe I can't do this anymore. Save your money. I'm just gonna see my way out. He's done.
Rather than get benched, he's like, I suck that bad. I don't want to play anymore. Pay one of these other guys because I don't want to do it. Speaking of sucking, we have our next game, the Jags at the 49ers. Jags 26, 49ers 21. Sucking-wise, Purdy looked rusty as hell on his way back. Purdy looked rusty as hell on his way back.
He did, and he's out again.
Yeah, well, he should have just stayed out another week because he probably set himself back by playing in this game. Yeah. Pearsall, I think, is going to be out this week too with an MCL strain.
Yeah.
Actually, he's out too, yeah. Him and Pearsall are both out because it's a short week, so they're just being held out. I don't know. Pearsall might be out like maybe another week or something like that. It's nothing serious. It's just his knee, PCL strain, or an MCL strain. He'll be okay. I mean, he got shot and he came back in the same season. But you know who got benched this week? Travis Hunter got benched on defense. He played 7 plays of defense. And he mainly played offense. And Cohen said It was personal decision, and they don't want to get into it. Okay.
Whose personal decision? Cohen's personal decision? Because that wasn't Travis Hunter's personal decision.
I know. I don't know what the hell was going on there. They're like, yo, we don't
Mm-hmm.
want to get cooked by this white boy, so you're gonna play offense the whole time.
Mm. Well, he just needs to come into the realization like this is the NFL. Every single person is a stud. You're not playing like, oh, this is a one time All American, or this guy's a 3 year starter at Utah. This is a dude who belongs in the NFL that you're trying to cover every single week. He's got to do
Do
shit
you
like
wait? Do you know who else isn't playing this week?
that. Oh, go ahead. Who on my fantasy roster is not playing?
Juan Jennings. He's out this week too. So the top three receivers, including Ayuk, actually four if you count Kittle, are out this week, and their quarterback. It's all McCarthy, and then a bunch of nobodies.
If Mac Jones even keeps this game close, give him a 4 year extension worth $230 billion.
Absolutely insane.
Jesus
I
Christ!
know.
But
Yeah, he's out this
the
week too.
actual game, um, let me ask you this: you and I watch a lot of football. On the Jaguars side of things, Travis Etienne, the man behind me,
Mm-hmm.
he's had a little bit of a renaissance. He is just tearing it up for the first four weeks.
It's the new
Um,
coach, I think. I think it's the new coach
yeah.
not making him split time with another back and be like, you're the guy. You're not going to split it. We got rid of the guy that you thought would be here. It's all you. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this, and I understand there's injuries galore. Who the hell is Jake Tongues? Tongs.
Is that the tight end for the 49ers?
That's somebody for the 49ers. He was like
Yeah.
their leading receiver. Who the
That,
hell is
that's
that?
that's the backup tight end on the 49ers. He's been playing since Kittle went down. He's had a couple touchdowns, actually. Yeah. I mean, then Pearsall he tried to go back in and he couldn't. Jennings, I
Yeah.
know he screwed up his ribs. He got hit in the ribs on a touchdown, and he went out after that. So they were down both those wide receivers that game, too. So it was all McCaffrey. But yeah, he's the
Well,
tight end right now. He's tight end number
he's
one.
gonna be the next one to go down if they lean too much on him too quick.
They might have to get Brian Robinson in there or something, so it's not all him, because they're gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be great tomorrow night for them. I'm not making any touchdown bets tomorrow night on the 49ers because I don't know who the hell it's gonna be. Next game we have is the Ravens, the 1-3 Ravens at
They're
the
in trouble.
Chiefs. 37-20. Chiefs won. I said Mahomes was gonna have to be perfect. He was perfect-ish. The offense looked really good. He threw 4 touchdowns. The score is not as close as it shows. They were down, and then all of a sudden, Lamar's hammy died on him. He's supposedly going to be out for like 2 or 3 weeks, which sucks for them. They're going to be on Cooper Rush. Could be Shador Sanders, but don't draft me. Don't draft my son. He wants to start. He'd rather be a third-string QB in Cleveland. Could be starting right now. At least get some tape or something on him. But
Yeah.
the Chiefs finally hit their stride. They got Worthy back, which helped them. Obviously, get some speed out there because Mahomes can only do it with speedy wide receivers. They look good, though. I mean, they looked like the Chiefs of old, of where you're like, they're going to win this game.
Right.
Mahomes looks good. They're going to win it. He stopped playing with those cannons off the field, those 2 cannons he has at home, and decided to play on the field. The Ravens are in trouble. They have a bunch of people banged up. I can't pronounce the D tackle's name. They just paid him in the offseason. The monster they have, the one who's on IR now, he's out for the season. He's done. Ronnie Stanley's banged up. I'm pretty sure one of their linebackers is banged up too. They are not what we thought they were going to be at all.
Well, the reason why I say they're in trouble
Not
is
a lot of tape on it.
Yeah. I mean, they draft well, and they added some names. The reason why I said they're in trouble is because they go as Lamar Jackson goes, and like you said, he's down. Hamstrings are nothing to mess with, especially when you start getting into colder weather, and especially with a quarterback that relies on his legs as much as Jackson does. But they're starting to use Derrick Henry a lot less. Justice Hill's been having some games, so I think they're having a little bit of an identity crisis. Here's the only thing I'll say that's in the favor of the Ravens. The Steelers, I still don't believe in, even though they are sitting at 3-1. I still don't necessarily believe in them. And the Ravens schedule is about to lighten a lot. So let's just look at the next few weeks. They have the Ravens, or I'm sorry, they have the Texans at home. They host the Rams, so West Coast going East Coast, but I could still see them losing that one. Then they host the Bears. Then they go to the Dolphins. They play the Vikings. Who knows what the heck they're going to look like? Then they play the Browns, the Jets, and the Ravens. So that's like their next month and a half, 2 months. They could really pick up some ground there if they just get their own head out of their necks.
Well, Lamar will be back in perfect time to pad his stats against the Dolphins and Browns and all that. But this offense is about to look so different with Cooper Rush back there. They have two opposite QBs. Lamar Jackson, he uses legs, they can use him and all that stuff. Cooper Rush cannot do that. I would know this. Anyone would know this if you just looked at him. He's a ginger. But he's been with the Cowboys, and we've had to see him play a lot because, hamstrings like to destroy Dak Prescott, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a completely different offense. The wide receivers are going to actually have to catch the ball and run routes right. And Derrick Henry is going to have to not fumble the ball for whatever reason he likes fumbling it this year. He likes to be Ramon Stevenson.
Because I have him on fantasy. That's what I like.
You can give him to me. I'll take him.
Give me 3 first-round picks. I'll give them to you.
That's not even worth it. All he does is fumble the ball. He's not worth it. It's like you trying to get a first-round pick for A.J. Brown. Get the hell out of here, you crackhead. Anyways, moving on. We're not getting into this. There's no justification for a guy who averages 2 catches and -5 yards a game. Next one we have is the Bears at the Raiders. 25-24. Nail biter. Caleb Williams and the Bears. The Bears got it done. Ben Johnson now has as many road games as Matt Eberflus did in 2 years already in this season. Huge day from Genty, which you were so happy about. He brings back the Michael Myers stance, and this guy just goes off. Chip Kelly decided to stop getting his hands on everything and touching everything that he possibly can because he's a retard. And you know what happens? Huge day. Receiving, rushing, doing it all. It's like the stance makes the man. And the only reason why they lost...
I've been saying it.
The only reason why they lost is because Geno Smith likes to throw to the other team. If he stops throwing to the other team, this all works. Everything works.
His career is done. Like, he's not justifying that contract the way he's been playing. You know what I mean? Like, you earned your money from what you did with the Seahawks. Great. But now you have to re-earn it with your play now. It's like your play, if you play well, you earn the opportunity to earn more money, which he was given the opportunity. Now he can't go through a game without throwing at least a couple of interceptions. Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's a Chip Kelly effect. Maybe the whole issue is Chip Kelly.
Or, hear me out, it's a Seahawks thing because this is the second time that they have done this to a team where they have traded the QB that looked good, goes to the other team, and sucks. Did it with Russell Wilson. Second QB they just did it to, Geno Smith, and he sucks. This is the second time they've done it.
Yeah. And just one other takeaway from the game that I had here. Let me see if I can read my own writing. Caleb Williams threw an interception and fumbled. So he's turning the ball over, and they're still winning on the road. So imagine if the Bears had a competent quarterback.
I think they're still feeling out that Ben Johnson offense because every week it's looking a bit better, and they're figuring out and getting more of a groove in there. Not only Caleb Williams is still the best, but I think they're still
generational. He's generational.
Generational. Everyone should. I can't wait to hear who the hell's generational coming out of this draft because every year there's generational because one year they're going to be right. Next we have our Sunday night matchup of complete and utter annoyance and just patheticness by the NFL. Our 40-40 tie. Packers at Cowboys. Dak and Love both look good. They both looked really good. They had almost identical stats. The 40 points a game, like I said before, sticks true. They need 40 points a game to win games because the Cowboys have the number 1 offense. They also have the number 32 defense.
Not a great combo.
Also have. Do you want to? I had to save a stat. I had to save this picture because I hate PFF, but this is an insane stat. for the guy that I criticize the most on Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. I'm going to read it word for word. All right. Dak Prescott has a 90.2 grade first when facing pressure. This is per PFF. The QB who is second on the list, do you know who that would be?
Baker Mayfield?
Matthew Stafford. And what do you think his grade is? He's second on the list.
73.
It's 73.8.
Oh,
that was really good. So the gap between Dak,
yeah,
that was really good. The gap between Dak and Matthews is the same difference as Matthews to Michael Penix Jr., who is number 12. So your difference between 1 and 2 is the same difference between 2 and 12.
That's
absolutely insane. I don't know what it is. I mean, Dak, that's MVP caliber numbers right there in terms of PFF. I don't think he's Dink and Duncan. This is the first game he decided to throw the ball down the field, and it actually worked. He made some good plays in that game. He didn't turn the ball over, but that stat right there is pretty insane. I gotta give him his flowers, and you know what's gonna happen this week? He's gonna throw 3 interceptions because I said something.
He's gonna piss all over those flowers. You went out and bought him bums, and he's gonna take a piss on them.
I mean, Jerry Jones said that help is on the way for the defense. I don't know if he means people coming off IR like Overshown, because the linebackers are absolutely dog shit. You can have an open tryout and find better linebackers that know what the hell they're doing. Secondary, dog shit. Defensive line, dog shit. The whole defense is dog shit. I don't know if it's the players. I don't know if it's Eberflus. I don't know if it's both. They got to fix it. And Jerry Jones' solution is, who I mean this in the nicest way possible, looks like he's about to die. He looks horrible. The man is just, holy crap. I was ready to call 911 and get a casket in a corner ready to have him wait outside the game, especially if they lost. Oh my God.
Right.
They got to fix the defense. If you have the number one offense, but you are 1-2 and now 1, what do you? They always say defense wins championships. That's not a lie. If they had a middle of the pack, even number 20, they would probably be undefeated or at least 3-1 or something like that. Yeah. If they just had a competent defense, they would be a Super Bowl contender.
It's definitely holding them back. I mean, injuries to CeeDee Lamb's definitely holding them back. But I mean, they're
this last game.
They're trying. I mean, I don't know where the fuck all this offense. That was my only note, was where the fuck would this come from? But on the Packers side, like you said, Love did really. Josh Jacobs quietly had 2 touchdowns again, but their secondary sucks so much. It's awful. Like we talked about this privately when the whole Jair Alexander situation happened, where are they going to release him? Are they going to trade him? There's so much drama, but he's still on the team, blah, blah, blah. There's nobody else in that secondary that was reliable. And he wasn't even all that reliable to begin with, but he's the best that they had. So unless the Packers address this unit in the secondary in like the offseason of the draft, like this will forever hold them back.
Well, speaking of the Packers defense, Parsons got a bullshit sack in the stat fucking category.
No count.
They gave him, so on the 3rd down scramble from Dak, he gained a yard. They gave him the sack. That's not a sack. He stopped a touchdown. Dak would have got or it was the 2nd down play. Dak would have got a touchdown because nobody else was reacting. So Parsons made the play. But if he gains a yard, that's not a sack.
Maybe they didn't place the ball correct.
Are we in the GFA? What are we doing? Are we just putting numbers down on a piece of paper? Like, that's a sack. He looked at him.
With those PIAA officials.
That annoyed me.
It's horrible.
Give him a sack if he gets a sack, but he didn't get a sack. He literally gained 1 yard. That's not a sack. Stupid.
Here's a question for this next game. Can we just skip it? Just say one stat and then just. I mean, to me, the Dolphins. Okay. You killed Tyreek Hill. He's dead. R.I.P. I'm sorry to eat every single one of his 13 children that are relying on his money to get by. But he's dead. The Jets are the new worst team in the league. Hang on one second. The Jets had 13 penalties accepted. Again, 13 accepted penalties means they had more that just declined for 101 yards.
Well,
How much more of a garbage franchise do you have to be before you just put everybody in a room, you line it up with a bunch of just hoses, and then just start hosing everybody off until you just knock the suck out of them? Ow.
well,
Mm.
they have the other QB who's a running back tight end playing QB for them. So they're
Yeah,
equally just as bad. But if you put Justin Fields on the Eagles, he's probably 4-0 as well because they're going to do the same thing.
probably. I
Um,
mean, the no matter what Justin Fields tried to do, I mean, he scrambled for his life, ran for 8 yards, and setting up at 2nd and 2, and then there's the fourth holding penalty in as many plays. He just marches him back. So I mean, he's not playing perfect, but that entire team is just such a garbage
yeah,
team.
they
I don't understand it.
they're becoming very run heavy. They have to with the QB they have. I think they're at this point just tank for a QB. It's not that the Dolphins are good. The Jets are just worse than the Dolphins. And other than Tyreek Hill's knee just dying, and Darren Waller coming back to catch 3 passes and 2 of them being touchdowns was pretty exciting. Yeah, that was cool. Um,
Good for him. Yeah.
good. He caught the first pass of the game and then he caught 2 touchdowns after that. Not much. I mean, it's just the Jets are worse than the Dolphins. That's just it. Which
Uh-huh.
on paper and in real life is true. So screw that. And then a mini blowout. I mean, it's not really a blowout in terms, whatever it is. It is what we thought it
Uh-huh.
was going to be. The other Monday night games, they got to stop these 2 Monday night games. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is horrible.
Along with the fucking ties. Bengals at the Broncos, 28-3. Broncos win. Bengals have no offense now. Burrow died, and they were like, what's going on? I'm so lost in this coordinates of all these weapons. I don't know what to do with them.
Uh-huh.
Chase Brown forgot that he's a running back. He doesn't know how to run the ball behind this shitty offensive line. And then they forgot that they have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Did you see
And
Jamar Chase freak out?
well, I don't blame them because they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
I honestly,
whatever.
I think Zach Taylor's time in Cincinnati is coming to a rapid close. I think his voice might be stale. I know that the entire time I'm sitting there watching this game, I'm thinking our boy Tracy Ritchie, who's a big fan of the show. He watches every time, gives us some feedback, and we appreciate it, Tracy. We love you. And I know I'm just sitting there watching this game, fighting through the sleep. Um, Nobody's happier about any of this than Tracy. He's a Steeler fan, and the Bengals are they look like the Bungles again. The Browns are trying to figure out which one of their quarterbacks is going to lead them down, the yellow brick road, and the Ravens are sitting there at 1-3. Like his division is just it shouldn't even be in existence right now. And the
Yeah.
Steelers are playing good, not bad.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah, I mean,
if Burrow was playing, they would be taking the division easily at this point because of the position everyone else is in. But Burrow's not
mhm,
there, and they're not finding ways to
right.
win. It's just not good.
Yeah, and you want to hear the craziest stat? And it's something that I have to just make sure of because I checked it 4 times before I wrote it down. So let me just check one more time while we're live here. Uh, Obviously the Ravens won this game because like you said, the Bengals suck. The entire offensive line. If you just go and put them all in a row, it's SUCKS sucks. Like it's terrible. Let me just see. I am correct. Yes. So the Bengals lost this game horribly. And they only had the ball for 22 minutes. That
Yeah.
was the second least amount of time with the ball to the Titans. So you mean to tell me that you have aspirations of being the team that's going to win the North? That you really hope your window isn't closing with Joe Burrow and company, and yet the only team that is less efficient on offense than you are is the team that had the number one pick last year. No, no, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't great for them. I mean, we didn't expect them to be great, but they really took it to the next level of not being great.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they have the Lions next, so it's going to be more of the same.
All right, so now that we're done with these games, we're getting to the pick 'em a little. I'm falling behind, and it is pissing me off so much.
Last week I went 9-6-1. You went 8-7-1. So overall, 42-21-1 for this guy, and 40-23-1 for the guy who's in last. So you
I'm
can
only
say
two
I
behind.
got a pretty good cushion.
I'm only
Hmm.
two behind. All
Oh,
right, I'm
hold
only two
on.
behind.
Give me 1 second if I could. Hang on, I gotta. Oh, this is heavy. Oh,
It looks like you're about to slur. All right, don't get on a plane.
oh,
Just don't get on a plane with that.
there we go. You wear this if you're in. I have one for you, um, but I don't think you're gonna need it anytime soon. So keep that in mind.
I just don't get on a plane with
Oh
that.
yeah.
It would end really bad. All right. Well, now that your head's too big to get through the goddamn door, they're not gonna let you on a plane anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into next week's games. Um, Tomorrow we have the 49ers at the Rams. No Purdy, no Juan Jennings, no Ricky Pearsall. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, you and
I
I are in
know,
agreement with that one.
I know Mac attack and all that. You know, he can do what he needs to do. I don't think they're gonna have that much of an offense, especially with everyone the backups. Yeah, you don't have much tape on them. Oh my God, let's run some trick plays. We still have McCaffrey. I'm going Rams. They still got Puka. They still got everything they need. No one's banged up over
Mm-hmm.
there. So
Yeah, I mean, I made this pick before I knew that Purdy was going to be out and all that. Plus, the Rams are they're at home,
yeah,
so why not?
I mean it's not a far travel.
No, it's definitely not a far travel,
I
but it's
mean
not like they got to go to San Fran and play, where like their fans are going to be.
I
You're
mean
going to
the
be
fans
in.
could
You're
just
going to be
travel too if they want
in
to.
L.A.
It's the same state.
Are you going to travel to see the backups play? It's basically a preseason offense that they're going to be marching out
I mean, if
there. Preseason offense with Chris McCaffrey.
how cheap are the tickets? Let's talk how cheap the tickets are. Thursday,
I
got
mean, I
nothing going
guess.
on. Um, Next game we have another overseas game. I think they're playing in London. The
Mm-hmm.
Vikings at the Browns. The Vikings are playing two overseas games, none of them at home. That's good for them because they get some home games when they get back. The Vikings will also already be there a week. Um, this is going to be Gabriel's first start against the Vikings. And he gets to go against Carson Wentz. McCarthy might be back this week practicing and everything, but they said they're not even going to consider playing him until he's 110%. This man's going to be Superman when he comes back, which they said maybe after their bye. So he gets to be Superman when he plays frickin' Philly. What a game to bring the kid back to. I'm going Browns. Defense is going to be dominant. That offensive line can't block anyone. That's what the Browns specialize in. I'm going Browns. Jet lag or
Yeah,
anything. I
and
don't care. It's Gabriel's first start. I don't give a crap. I'm going Browns.
I don't think Gabriel's going to have the same impact that a Jackson had, but if he's even like playing like just half good, like if he's just a decent quarterback, they should be able to win this. Like I said, the Vikings can't block anybody. The Browns D line is just stupid, disgusting. Um, so I took the Browns as well. Um,
I mean, Gabriel was
I
like
can see
in
Justin
college for
Jefferson getting
900
that.
years, so he has enough experience. I think he'll be okay. So,
Yeah, that's true.
next one Texans at the Ravens. The Lamar Jackson-less Ravens. Couple banged up players. Can the Texans take advantage of the backups? I think they can. We're going to go Texans on this one. They're going to roll with after what they just did to the Titans. New play caller on defense seems to have something going for him to shut a team out. I know it was Cam Ward and the Titans. I'm going to go Texans. I know what Cooper Rush can do. This offense is built for Lamar. It is not built for Cooper Rush, so they're going to have half of their playbook maybe to work with. I'm going Texans.
I'm going Ravens. I don't believe at all in the Texans O line. I still don't necessarily believe in the weapons uh, that the Texans have. Do you know that the best blocker that the Texans have on offense is Woody Marks?
He's
And
great.
for those who don't know, he's a running back, by the way. He's not supposed to be
He's great.
blocking
He's great.
I'm still gonna go with the Ravens. I can't see where. Oh yeah, Houston has to go to Baltimore anyway. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
big
the
whoop.
show.
This whole West Coast to East Coast or East Coast to West Coast thing hasn't really been working for you.
That's not true at all.
That is very true. It hasn't been working that
That is
well.
not true.
It's been like 50-50 if that, if anything.
That's if it works half the time, it means it's working.
100% of the time it works, half the time. All right. Good
Exactly.
numbers. Yeah, Texans. Anyways, next one.
I mean, the Chargers did lose to the Giants. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
big whoop. But then the Jags beat the 49ers. The
Yeah,
offsets. It's
50-50.
50-50.
It's working. It's working. I'm a
Next one
glass
we
half full kind of
have
guy.
is the Dolphins at the Panthers. Bad
Oh
versus
God.
bad. Who is the better bad team? I am going Panthers. They're at home. Chuba Hubbard popped up on the injury report, which is annoying.
Oh.
But the Dolphins don't have Tyreek Hill now, which is a big part of that offense. Yeah, they have Waddle, but he's not Tyreek Hill. They do have Darren Waller
Right. He was
now,
the
but he's
Robin.
not Tyreek Hill. I'm going
Right.
Panthers. I'm going with the little man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Panthers as well. I still think the Dolphins, just from player 1 to player 53, still one of the worst teams in the league. It's in Carolina. Carolina wins easy.
Yeah. Next one we have is the Raiders at the Colts. Indiana Jones shows up again, and Geno Smith throws another 500 interceptions. The Colts get back on track. I am going Colts. I honestly, though, I'm going to say this. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders pulled out an upset.
100%.
But
Yeah.
I am going Colts in this one.
The Raiders are a competent team. They've shown that they can play well. And like you said, it's all going to run by Geno Smith. Even though Jensen had a career day, they still lost because Geno Smith turns the ball over.
3 interceptions
So
again.
yeah, you're not going to win too many games. That kind of crap happens. I'll begrudgingly take the Colts again because they're going to beat who they're supposed to beat, and they're going to lose who's supposed to beat the Raiders, so they'll beat the Raiders.
Next one we have is the Giants at the Saints. The creatine bros. Bro bashing backfield of Dart and Scatterboo. Dart is banged up, though. I don't think he's going to run as much as he did last week against the team. It's in New Orleans. I'm going Saints. I'm going Saints, baby. Who day? They Saints. I think Dart being banged up a little, it kind of hinders the offense because they did like to run him. It's a part of the offense. Man doesn't know how to slide right now. They don't have neighbors. So they got to figure out who the hell their number one wide receiver is going to be. The Saints have been competing in games.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Saints.
So who that they think is going to tackle Cam Scatterby? Nobody. I even though Dart might not run the ball,
my mama said.
Exactly. They ain't got Bobby Boucher down there. I like you said, the Saints they've been competing. They definitely aren't as bad as they were last year. I just think the Giants have confidence now that they beat a good team. They still believe in Dart so much more than they believe in the other two that they. I don't even know why Jameis Winston's there. Maybe just to collect a paycheck.
He's there for comical purposes.
I guess he's like the fat guy at the party. Like no chick's gonna go home with him, but he's there to lighten up the mood.
I don't know. He's making millions of dollars. Some chick might go home with him. I don't know.
Yeah,
crab legs.
Yeah, maybe the fridge that comes to protect all the snacks. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go Giants on this one. So this is our second one we're disagreeing on.
Yeah, let's see here because because I went Texans and then you went Saints.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you went.
No, I went Giants. You went Saints.
Giants. I'm Saints. Believe me, I know. I'm Saints. I am a saint. Jesus, I am one of the apostles of the apocalypse.
Oh, God.
He has called upon me to destroy the world and pick the Saints because they are marching in to that giant land and taking a dart out. Anyways, we're going Cowboys at Jets. Will the Jets put up 40 points as well? Probably not, Because the one thing the Cowboys do right on defense is stopping the run. I'm going Cowboys. It's the one thing that they do right. They did turn it around that they know how to stop the run. They don't know how to stop the pass. They just found out last night that the forward pass has been invented, and they've been confused for these past 4 weeks of why they're able to do this legally. Now they know why. I'm going Cowboys. It is at the Jets. I should probably get tickets to this because it's probably $2. I'm going Cowboys though.
Yeah, I'm going Cowboys as well. Especially if that offense is going to be as I hate to use the word proficient, but I mean they look good. The only part of the Cowboys that really look good besides Aubrey. So I'll go the Cowboys. Let me just see something here.
One tidbit of good news for the Cowboys: Lamb is out of a walking boot. Week 6 is kind of looking like a possibility. Definitely not this week, but maybe
Who's
week
Lamb?
7.
They're having lamb chops night before the meal,
They're delicious.
or night before the game. Um, Let me see. October 5th, Dallas Cowboys at New York Jets. You can get a ticket as low as $101.
Wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, that's $201. Yeah, was actually, I was just saying, like you're gonna get like $201 with the parking and the snacks and the beer and all that stuff. So,
Snacks will be at $400. Jesus Christ, like $90 a beer. Get the hell out of here! How am I supposed to get lit and enjoy the game?
Pre-game in the parking lot.
Next game we have Broncos at the Eagles. Is Jalen Hurts going to have any passing yards in the second half? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. He'll probably at least have 2. I'm going Broncos. Bo gets it done. Broncos defense gets it done. I know you're going to pick the goddamn champs because you can't go against champs. They're going to lose. This is a hard stretch of 3 games that they're playing right here, okay? They almost lost the last 2. They're literally a special teams play away from losing the last 2 each game.
Yeah.
I think the Broncos have watched tape and they know that they need to block people when they kick the ball, either punting or kicking field goals. I'm going to go Broncos. I'm telling you right now, every week, whoever they play, I don't care if it's the goddamn Titans. I am picking the Titans over the Eagles until they freaking lose because I know that'll be a one-upper because you're going to pick the Eagles every single time. I'm going Broncos, though, for legit.
Well, if they lost, at least it's to a team that is okay. They're not great, but they're okay. Maybe it'll provide the blueprint for other losses in the future, but you can't go against the champs if they don't lose. They still got the belt.
They're gonna lose.
Just saying, they'll lose eventually, just not this week.
You sound like the biggest bandwagoner ever. Fucking champs!
No. If you want to pick games right and make money, you go with me.
No.
I use logic and common sense.
You do not. Anyways, next one is Titans and Cardinals. Ward on the offense freaking sucks. They're going to continue to suck. I know Kyler Murray can't see crap, but I don't think his offensive line is going to block one guy with 6. I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals. There's really not much else to say about this. The Titans, just move on. Move on the next week because
they're on track to be the first 0-17 team. That's how bad they are looking right now on offense. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get their first win until maybe the end of the season, just because teams are playing backups or like banged up or something, and everyone's like, just give them a win. It doesn't matter. Next one. Buccaneers at the Seahawks, East Coast to West Coast. This one is going to be that 50-50 for you where the East Coast beats the West Coast. The Buccaneers are going to take them. Some Mayfield magic. The Baker MVP Mayfield, baby. Yeah, they don't have Bucky Irving, but Rashad White looks good. They still have Ibuka. They still have Godwin. They did what they had to do with these guys against the Eagles. Yeah, they had Irving, but Rashad White looks pretty good. I'm going Mayfield Magic Buccaneers, baby.
Don't go Seattle because they look good. They're at home. It's very, very loud there. They can control the ground game, making Mayfield throw the ball. I'm going to go Seahawks. It's going to be tight, and if Tampa Bay ends up pulling it out, I won't be surprised. But I still think Seattle's going to take this one. from them.
Yeah, Mayfield magic, baby. Even if it's a last-second touchdown, he's really good at those.
Oh.
Next one, we have Bengals and Lions. Is it Bengals and Lions? It's Lions and Bengals. Lions at Bengals. It doesn't matter where the hell it's at. I'm going Lions. The Bengals can't do anything on offense, and that defense still sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lions. Lions have a field day. If you have a Lion, put him in your friggin' fantasy right now. Put a touchdown bet for every person on offense to score a touchdown because Dan Campbell's a dick and he doesn't know how to take the foot off the pedal. Lions all day. Lions all day.
That's true. Lions, yep. This one could be played, I don't know, on the moon, and the Lions will still win.
They have to play both ways. It's 11 on 53, and I'm still going Lions. I'm still going Lions. Next one we have is Commanders at the Chargers. Don't know what's going on with Daniels and McLaurin. They may be playing. They may not be playing. Those beers that Justin Herbert's, the Madison beers that he's on, are not sour this week. And possibly learns that McConkey is his teammate? Maybe. I'm going Chargers. Chargers, baby.
I'm going Chargers. They're not going to rush Daniels back, so it's going to be the Mariota show. He's a confident backup, but that's all he is, the backup. Yeah, spot start here and there, but the long term is just going to be there. So I'm going to go Chargers.
Next one, our Sunday night game. Should be a good one. Patriots at the Bills. That Patriots offense is looking good. Patriots are going to try to take back the AFC East. Back when the Belichick Brady days. I think Josh Allen is going to have a long day. It is what it is. But the Bills pull it out, baby, and they prove why they are big dickin' in the AFC East and why Josh Allen is their daddy. We're going Bills. Bill.
Well,
Taylor, your team is going to win this week.
I think for the Bills to win, they're going to have to score 35 to 40 points. It's almost like what the Cowboys are going to have to do. Because with the way that the Patriots offense is playing right now, they're going to put up some points. And that unless Matt Milano comes back and all of a sudden he took some Captain America serum, I just don't see how the Patriots are going to just fall flat on their face. I'm gonna take the Patriots in a close one, but I'm still gonna take the Patriots.
Josh Allen, big dick and Josh Allen, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And our super exciting Monday night game. Oh, I can't wait for this one. I'm just, pumped up. The Chiefs at the Jaguars. Mahomes is.
I'd watch that game, but
yeah, I'm
getting my hair done.
Probably turn it off and have to. I'm gonna have to make a parlay bet just to make things more interesting, and it's basically gonna be all of the Chiefs players. I'm going Chiefs. Mahomes and the offense look good against the Ravens. The Ravens have been getting everyone's best, or they just suck. I don't know what it is, but those games have been crazy, especially for the offenses. I'm going Chiefs. Mahomes and them, they got everyone back. They're hitting on all cylinders right now. It's going to be Chiefs all day.
Yeah. I'm going Chiefs. It's going to be interesting to see if the Jaguars leave Travis Hunter on the field for more plays than he did last week. Is he going to cover Zeke Worthy? Is he going to try to cover Kelsey since he's more athletic? I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Kelsey has been boutte cheeks. Okay.
And didn't he do yeoman's work against the Ravens?
I don't know, man. He didn't really do anything. Him and Mahomes are not on the same page. I think Kelsey is too much into wanting to be Travis Swift at this point. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, 100%. He's worried about color coordinating their wedding and if they're going to have dogs or just sacrifice, virgins on some fucking stone and letting Taylor Swift just
He's
drink
joining
it
the Illuminati. He doesn't have time for the
exactly
freaking games anymore.
I ain't got time to practice or study. I'm trying to join the Illuminati.
He went from his ex-girlfriend, the baddie with a fatty, to this the the
the
flatty. He
CEO
went
of the
from the
world.
batty with a
Yeah,
fatty to the whitey with a flatty. It is
she's
he
a
looks
cult
like a
leader.
totally different man too. He looks like he
He
went
does.
from like looking like I'll get your daughter home whenever the hell I feel like to be like, sir, she'll be home at 8 p.m. prompt. Like,
Hmm.
Travis, you ruined yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Congrats on
100%.
ruining everything. You suck at football now. Just retire. And that concludes all our pick'ems, all our picks, all our thoughts, all our dirty thoughts. Hey, Daddy. All our weird
Maybe
thoughts,
not all.
all our
Yeah.
ideas, all our Mayfield is the MVPs. You know what would be surprising? Dak continues on this trend of scoring a 90 on pressure and he wins MVP, and the Dallas Cowboys are 2-12.
Amazing
Two
for
twelve,
MVP.
two
He has
twelve,
a
and
top
4. They
10
have
pick.
like 4 ties.
Jesus Christ.
uh, yeah, that's all I got for this week. I don't have much about college. Penn State's a bunch of. Actually, James Franklin is an asshole. Please, you're gonna be the next yell at Mel. You pull another bullshit like that. Worst coach. I can coach the games that he wins, and I can coach games he loses apparently because it'd be the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Coach, he sucks.
I mean, as an Ohio State fan, it was beautiful to watch all those whiteout faces. Like they aren't just going to go back to their farm and beat whatever cow is waiting for them.
Did you
Uh,
see the ad that said whites only?
you know,
Penn State.
proofreading is key.
Penn
Like,
State
good God.
put out like a post, and it had like the
Mhm.
stadium and all the seats were white, and it said whites only, and everyone's like, "Excuse me."
Yeah, yeah. For as
If it
smart
ain't
and as
white, it
rich
ain't
as Penn
right.
State was, like if they put it in and they said, "Hey, can you just approve this?" Whose job was it to be like, "Yep, that looks good.
That
We're
looks
good.
so
We're good
good.
on this. Just post that."
You know
Yeah, no,
what?
that was horrible.
Though the person who approved it might be wearing a pointy white hat, and he's like, "Hell yeah,
Maybe.
brother."
Uh, but I mean, rest assured, the the Nittany Lions have a traditional baby shit soft schedule to where they don't hit another team that's even relevant until they come to Columbus. So rest
Plenty of time to
assured, they're going to
practice.
get on a little bit of yeah, plenty of time to practice, plenty of time to be
Practice the
like, you know
plays
what?
that they never freaking call anyways until they're like, "Hey, let's try it. It's crunch time. Let's play this play we never used until today."
Right.
You got anything for anyone listening? Anything like that? Anything to say? Comments,
Yeah, no, just
questions?
I appreciate everyone's feedback. I appreciate everyone that has liked the Facebook page, liked our YouTube videos. Please keep watching. Tell your friends, tell your grandma. They're sitting around waiting for the Grim Reaper to knock on their door anyway. What else they got to do? Just have them watch our stuff. Even if they watch 5 seconds, it gives us a view.
We're
So
also
I
on
appreciate everyone that's
Spotify
put the
too.
effort
You
in.
don't have to watch us. You
Yeah,
can just listen. That is a thing.
that's probably for the best. Yeah,
I don't know. You got all that
yeah.
sexy. I don't know.
I do. I have too much sex. You can't even contain it.
Same thing for me. Thank you, everyone who's listening. Thank you for everyone who gives us a like, a follow, subscribe, whatever it is you guys are doing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the support that you give us. It means a lot. A little support, a lot of support, whatever support you're giving, no matter what it is. Thank you
Hmm.
guys so much. We enjoy doing this. Whether you guys are listening or not, we're probably going to do it. We could have 2 views or 2 million views, and we'd probably still do this just because we enjoy
True.
it. We enjoy talking football. We enjoy the whole thing.
Well, God, that's heavy. Oh,
But it does
yeah.
help if you guys do, like, follow, subscribe, share, do it all for us. So we can do some extra stuff, like we want to go to the
Right.
draft and do all this other things. We'd love to have
Mhm.
extra people on, build us up a little bit more and really get deep into it. I
Get a
am
community going.
currently working on doing a TikTok page as well. I'm going to figure out everything to do with that. Kind of broaden the horizons for us, get us on there too.
Oh, and as per usual, we don't own these pictures, so please don't sue us.
That's right. So yeah, we're working on getting out there a little bit more, especially TikTok. Maybe do some Instagram reels. We'll figure it out as we go. But that's I'm talking with someone to maybe help out with the TikTok thing because I am not TikTok efficient, believe it or not.
I don't take a
I'm
talk, so
I'm just good enough at editing videos that I can do this. So, but we're gonna work on that. We're gonna figure it out and
yep.
probably get on there as well. So when that happens, we'll let you guys know. We'll share the link with that. If you guys give us a like, follow, and share on there and everything. But that's all I got. Thank you guys so much again, and we will be back next week so you can see our sexy, beautiful faces for another episode of Up the Gut. We're not going anywhere, even if you want us to. So stay beautiful, stay sexy, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.